field named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Rebels offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got a man. It's Johnson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for a man on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up, 4th down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's Howard. Still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Grabbed in the backfield. It's White.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Finds a man on the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're bringing heat. Unloads to the wideout. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. 2nd down coming up. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Oh, look out on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer,
he lobs one high down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you...
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions in 1st and 4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting...
He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Missouri!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Offense on the move. Big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Howard. Sends it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a space. Short gain on the play before he slides. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. To the end zone, and is picked off. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He's looking to throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
At the 1 yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Missouri! And the beatdown has ensued. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Missouri 42, Ole Miss 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
The return.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Ole Miss offense will take over.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner is tackled down at the 37, and your Missouri Tigers will take over.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He chucks one out to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's open on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Ncaa. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your...
Lofts one high and deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Steps away to find some room. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out and forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Shakes off the tackler. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. The Rebels get enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Line gets set. First down. They'll leave it with him. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying play action. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And, man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll be denied. That one never had a chance at all, and the defense gets the turnover on down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect that.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by a...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely dominate.